Your Farmer 4-pedal will come disassembled like this, but to assemble it will only take a few minutes. Make sure to engage the memory lock to the black bracket. L-rods are used to mount external instruments like a snare drum or cymbal mounts. Please ensure that the memory locks are also engaged with the black brackets. The hi-hat mast can be released from the inside of the bass drum by undoing the thumb bolt. Careful. Threading the cord that attaches to the hi-hat, work it through the 1-inch hole and then lock it into the position that lines up with the bracket on the bass drum, so they're both pointing in one direction. Cord routing will be the next feature. Make sure that you have the bearing pulleys and the bearing pulley on the bass drum lined up with the proper pair of levers up top. In this case, the upper one is at a tilt, the upper pulleys, and the lower pulley is attached to the bass drum at an angle. Do it one at a time. The 4-pedal attachment can be added simply by raising up the front of your 4-pedal and sliding it into the bracket like so. Attaching the cords, make sure that the lines are running in parallel and they're not crisscrossing too much. And just loop them on to the end of the pedal. Attaching the hi-hat or bass cord to the bottom of the pedal will require a little bit more trust in your fingers. You might have to pull the cord down in through the hole in order to get it attached. Next is time to insert your drumsticks. These are 5B 16-inch long drumsticks that come provided, all 4 of them for your 4-pedal, but of course you can put your own drumsticks in if you'd like, or our egg shaker or jingle stick or seed rattle, etc. Cymbals can be applied to this 4-pedal on one of the sides that is provided with the Omni mount. The Omni mount will mount any cymbal from 6 to 26 inches. Snare drums are typically mounted on the other side. This 10.5mm rod is accommodating our 10-inch simple snare. However, 6 to 13-inch drum snares should work fine. Hi-hat cymbals are typically also placed on top of this mast. This mast can accommodate from 6 to 14-inch cymbals. The optional platform is suggested for standing up play. In-depth features. If you need to tighten or loosen the bracket that holds down the feet, simply twist your quick release. The bass pedal cord adjust will change the height of your bass drum pedal at rest. Loosen the tension rod, raise the cord that is tucked in front of the bass beater rod mount, and you'll see that the pedal will be at a different height at rest. The bass pedal spring adjust will change the action on the bass drum pedal itself for a loose or a tight setting. The bass pedal swing adjust adjusts how much swing there is in your pedal. Undoing the clip, you can change how the bass pedal is configured. In this case, it would be considered player perspective right side, and now we're putting it on player perspective left side. For standing up or sitting down, those choices will be important. The stick swing adjust is relevant for all 4 levers. Simply move with your hand where you'd like to have your stick at rest. Chord routing options are probably pretty numerous on this unit. However, one simple one that we've set up for you is threading this stick on the inside batter head facing. There's a hole, and you can drop that cord through the hole and through the bottom hole to maybe attach it to your hi-hat pedal. Or you could attach it to the bass drum pedal by a release hit action, threading it onto a small pulley provided. Or you could mount it to the front of the bass drum and have the same action as the bass pedal, pulling the stick above. There is a hi-hat tilt adjust inside of your hi-hat mast. Simply use a 2.5mm hex key to raise or lower the tilt of your bottom cymbal. Of course, if you are providing your own hats or buying a Sabian set of hats from us, the hi-hat clutch provided will be needed to mount to the top or the lighter of the 2 cymbals that make a matching pair of hi-hat cymbals. Simply thread the nut at the bottom as tight as it can go until the threads stop you from tightening it anymore. Simply put it on the top and you're good to go. The hi-hat chord adjust is found underneath by pulling down the hi-hat rod, loosening the red thumb disc nut, loosening the bullet-shaped silver, pulling the cord to the length you want, cinch up the extra, bring the bullet back up, and tighten down the red locking mechanism. A chord pulley adjustment may be needed if for some reason during transport or a change of the direction of the chord is needed. Just to ensure that the strings are in the center areas of the bearing and that no part of the chord is touching any of the black brackets. To adjust the length of the chord, you must pull to turn it. That will lengthen or shorten the stick lever associated with the pedal that it is attached to. Mostly people want to get those in an even position so they both have the same tension on it. You can change the leverage of this pedal by changing where it is pulling from. In this case, I am moving the pull from the back to the front, meaning it'll have a greater swing, but it'll take more force. If for some reason you need to change out the cord, or you need to length or shorten the cord that is in there attached, that is 37 inches in length, you may be able to take that off by simply turning the red disc at the end of our chord adjustment feature. The spring, of course, is also adjustable to change the tension on the drumstick. Simply turn the red dial, slide, and lock it back into position. Optionally is a trio bass beater that we make here in northern Michigan, as well as our snare drums. A 10-inch simple snare and a 12-inch classic snare make a great pairing for this drum. Sabian cymbals, we have the whole variety. Let us know if you need them. And of course, handcrafted in our shop in Michigan. Oh, and if you want to turn it into a backpack play drum kit, pretty easy. Here's the kit.